I thought you weren't gonna do it. Yeah. What's up, YouTube? Let me turn my mic up now a little bit. So y'all can't hear that loud. Sound. Sound. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check. Yeah. Okay. They good.
RNP, you ready?
Yeah.
Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all. Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
Tonight, you are facing off with Ace Bailey. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've read the scouting reports. He's a long-skilled big with a great jumper. We're going to have to shut him down in order to win the game. We have a plan. It's just got to be executed.
Look forward to seeing more, MP. Thank you. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks a lot.
If y'all can't hear sound, it's because I gotta do some like
Oh, that's so true, BA. We start
the
to see
game
which
play
teams
like
are elite, who's running the show, and we find
no.
out who needs to think about making some changes.
I was talking about the people in the YouTube.
Darren Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Nurkic.
They can hear me too, so.
Manning the middle. And for the Warriors, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is
Bro, ain't no way they got me on these niggas.
at the 5 down low. And
No way.
he said he wanted to outplay
No.
Easy
Yeah.
to say, much harder to do.
We know full well how much hype there was behind
You
him
can't shoot.
coming into this league.
You can't shoot.
Bold to suggest in public
You can't shoot. I'll shoot it. You can't shoot. I'll shoot it.
he's been electrifying and living up to his word.
Oh, they want me on these
He's been
niggas.
a consistent contributor.
Lose that. Fuck the dunk. Hey, fuck the dunk, bro. I don't even care about none of that.
Young man played with such authority.
All right, on the
Can I break you?
insider,
Come on.
Shams Charania. What do you have for
Can
us?
I break you?
Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized. It wasn't just his height, but the combine he measured over 2 inches.
Ain't no way. They got me guarding Ink Bailey, bro.
Any team aspires
These
to
strong ass niggas.
executives around the league. But it didn't start off the Jazz who selected him fifth overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thank you very much for the report, Chums. Pass to Jackson. Banked it in on the glass.
Shit, oh yeah, bro. You know what? Come here, bitch.
Golden State is
Come here, dog. Come
from
here.
outside the arc.
Mhm.
Williams passes to Horford.
Bro, what the? Dog, they getting so chilling.
Butler covering. Here's Bailey. Puts it up from 17.
So fucking cheating, bro. Like, seriously, so cheating.
4 of their first 5 shots.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Williams from long range. And the Warriors with another 3. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Horford covering. 6 to shoot. Nurkic passes to Bailey. It's stolen by Embiid.
Don't see nobody open.
Williams has got 12 points.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
It's stolen by Green. Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. Cash. It's Embiid picking up the assist.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core of Utah. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, BA. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen
Yes,
and
yes,
Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
All right, let's check in with Allen Force.
Hey guys, Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest.
He did that, he has.
My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back over to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie.
So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing as you might expect from this guy.
Here's Collier. Yet to see a basket. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout.
Ah, come on.
To make
Okay,
some tweaks, some strategy. A tough loss coming against the Lakers. In their own players.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Jackson. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Bailey. The Warriors lead by 8. Throws it up high. And it's Butler with the jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Pass to Markkanen. There's 47 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. Utah with another miss.
Well, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
No,
Williams. Driving to the basket. Cuts off the pass to Filipowski. Markkanen's got room. And another miss by Utah. The Warriors have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Oh, a flawless finish on the line.
Wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Embiid making things happen for Golden State. Scoring, passing, and poke. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
They've got Moody. Williams is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Santos in at the 4-man spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 18.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Here's Williams. And finished off by
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
He loads that one from way outside. Embiid's got 21 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. He's checked in for Santos. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Sensabaugh. And stolen by Melton. A deep three from MP. And the Warriors with another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Markkanen for three. Drops in the three.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made three on one end. He comes right back for his own team. Love it.
MP's shot is good.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the inside. Jackson outside. It's Markkanen on the wing. Off target from outside. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And this team is on absolute fire right now. They've won 18 in a row.
What an absolute joy to watch. This
I
team
can't
is
get
playing a
still though.
basketball right now.
Yeah,
Everything
right.
about it. The athleticism, the basketball skills, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Melton. And a switch here also for Utah. Nurkic just checked in for Kessler.
Great pass there.
Every
This is
team
just a
does
matter of
that.
finishing strong.
The Warriors lead by 20. Williams from long range. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Let's see, bro.
Unbelievable.
Jackson, pass to Bailey. Back to Jackson. Markkanen for three. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. A deep three from MP. Another three for Golden State.
Well, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Jackson outside. Pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. And here's Markkanen. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. He can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 23. From deep, MP. And the Warriors with another three.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Now here's Markkanen. Butler covering. 34 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
You lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
From deep, MP. Good. Another from three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
NBA, he's on fire.
Here's Bailey, covered by MP. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Fires the three. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a commanding lead to win the quarter. 27 points. And they've been shooting the lights out from there. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to... And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Jaren Jackson out there with Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey, covered by MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bailey's got 10 points.
A potent weapon in Bailey's arsenal. The ability to look good shooting the jumper from just about anywhere.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Natalie LaForce.
Thank you. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Brian?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Hits the three-pointer.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Bailey. Hauled in by Curry.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Collier, no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And that one's good.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the
Bro, I mean, hit that nigga!
Well, that's what
I mean, hit him!
as a rookie.
I did it!
Rugged defense when he brings it inside.
And Grant, when it comes to pure
Cause
shot
they lie on me, cause
scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Watch your head, Jimmy Butler in the house.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Bailey. Now Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Markkanen. Bailey's got 7 now in this quarter. The Warriors have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Another bucket. Wow.
And this guy is just a historically great scorer.
And he stands alone with the 5th most career 50-point performances. Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, Green likes to push the pace, that's for sure. Great at making his way up the court and getting to the right spot.
1:33 left in the third quarter. Nurkic up top. Pass to Bailey. Now Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Jackson, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. And the layup falls.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
A deep three from MP. Another three for Golden State.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense is
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Bailey for three. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
On the wing, Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to MP. Three-pointer. And the Warriors with another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Collier. Here's Jackson. Again, Utah good for two.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
Right side Curry. For three. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Williams has got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Bailey from downtown. And no good. Trying to get this one to fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
MP's checked in. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Jaren Jackson comes in for Filipowski. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. MP is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Moses Moody. And it's Santos in the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Jackson outside. It's Markkanen on the wing. Over Moody. They get it back.
Nurkic throwing his big weight around on the offensive glass right there. Go to work, Big Nurk.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Porzingis. Hey, thanks in the layup.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Nurkic with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to Nurkic. Wide open. Nice jump shot. 8 points.
Oh, don't you love the confidence Jusuf Nurkic has? Normally, guys, he's setting a screen or trying to open teammates. This time it's a little catch and shoot.
Back to Williams. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 57 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Collier, no good. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 16-6 run.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
I tell you, he was their engine all game long. setting his teammates up for success.
It's Markkanen on the wing, defended by Podziemski. Back to Markkanen, to the paint. Here's Jackson. Can't connect from short range. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic.
Oh, connects again.
And he's got 60 again. I mean, I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
To tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in my lifetime. What a season he's having. So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen.
Prolific play per usual from MP in leading his side to victory. Your effort stood out in more than one area. That means something to you, doesn't it?
It does. It gets back to what I liked about this game in the first place as a kid. Nobody bounces a ball or looks up at the hoop and thinks, how can I limit myself? Who would do that? Basketball expands what we think is possible. I like knowing some kid is watching me thinking, he did all that? Now I'm going to do it too, because he did.
That's great, MP. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Brian, back to you.
All right, Dominic, appreciate it.
Wow. So that was the Bailey dude everyone had been talking about all this time. Him? Seriously? Not impressed. Dude is still raw.
You think it's fair to say that Europe helped you move past him as a prospect?
Not on the draft boards, obviously, but in real life, yeah, it did. He'd have been better off going to Europe or the G League. Like, for real, who was the last big-time hooper who came out of Rutgers? You? No. I can't name one. What about you, Xander?
Dante Jones. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. That was before he transferred to Duke, though.
Exactly.
So that's fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
This arena?
Yeah, in this arena, this suit, and for this team.
MP.
What's up, bro?
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another look at NBA basketball. Park, I'd have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting. Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Dick. And Shed in the corner. And the basket by MP.
No hesitation at all there. MP rolls up with confidence.
Here's Shed. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down low. Pirtle inside. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. He also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Outside, Ball. Williams outside. Another three for Charlotte.
He is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And here is Ball. After R.J. Barrett hitting the three. MP again from deep. MP's got 12 in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's Barrett on the wing, covered by Miller. Pirtle with his screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And it's Shed missing.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
MP fires from way outside. Wasted no time on that. It's off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. First time they met was in Toronto.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last game.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. It may very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated in the glass like that.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Barnes. He saw the 29 points last game. Leads back. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Barnes. Barrett's got his second basket of the night. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Now Barrett following the three-point attempt by MP. Shoots over Bridges. Nails the baby hook. 7 points in the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Works to absolute perfection.
Hornets leading by 4. And here's MP for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time for Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Dick. An extra 3-point range. Dick's got 5.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
And a deep 3 from MP. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Out of their last 5 days, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
There it finds Burton. Now here's Barnes. Defended by Bridges. Dick wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Both teams to stretch the floor.
Nothing like...
And so it's MP making things happen for the Charlotte Hornets. Checked in for the Hornets. Raptors trail by 7. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Garrett Temple is out there with Walter. And it's battle and at the small forward position.
Strong moving to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GM, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Well, Hornets need to get a shot off.
Textbook use of the pick and roll by the rookie commitment. I love how opportunistic this young man is in these sets.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Murray Boyle. And it's off from 3-point range. Hornets leading by 7. And talking to Con Canempa, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you, Kevin.
All for 1. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
He's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Over to the wing. Here's Murray Boyle. Can't get it to fall. Pass to MD. And another 3 for Charlotte.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
But he styled his movement for speed that you can see with confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, he's stacking up things the way he is. He's doing all this work from behind.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Miles Bridges comes in for Brandon Miller. And it's ball in for Kobe White. There's Williams with the 3. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Jit passes to Barrett. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value. Those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, those
for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Barnes can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 16. Bridges kicks to MP. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's Barnes for three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kinds of streaks do not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
With a screen on Ball. And it's Shed missing. For three. And so Charlotte cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Taking a look at Charlotte, they're making an early statement. We're the team to beat. I know the season's a marathon, but...
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Toronto Raptors. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So it's the Hornets now. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee. And it's Shed missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it is it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
With a screen on Miller to the middle. It's deflected. Fast break now for Charlotte. Ball with a wide open look. That three off the mark. The Raptors shooting at 50% in a decent group. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher. They will need to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. They set the screen. And the Raptors miss again.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
Bridges dishes to MP. His 3 pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Shed. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Virgil. Williams with 3. Nailed from 3-point land. MP's got 54 points. Raptors have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Pass to Dick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in the first 5 minutes.
And here's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
It's Barrett on the wing. against Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bertle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look, Bertle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height and size well to get high-quality looks.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Grant Williams comes in for Bridges. Knuckles checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Kobe White in for Bolt.
And for regular scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Toronto working the ball around now. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. His enemy's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Adam.
Thanks. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Outside, Barrett. Barrett with another miss.
You can't miss those, but even the best on occasion.
And he jams it with authority.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And that one's good. Clean.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside, Barrett. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Charlotte. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Garrett Temple is out there with Walter. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's battle in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray Boyd. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got 6 rebounds now in the game. White turns it in.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And that one falls for White. You know, Clark, in terms of guarding multiple do it better than Grant Williams.
Yeah, Grant is really special defensively. I mean, he doesn't have the greatest size, and he's not a tremendous athlete, but what he has is savvy and a willingness to use his body to make it hard for the opponent. He guards 1 through 5 effectively, and he's got the strength to guard guys much bigger than him.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Murray bowls, and a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here he's the long-range jumper. Kinneble's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Right the pass to Williams. And again, it's Shirley with the 3.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Barnes left side. The layup's good off the glass.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And White kicks to MP. And another one falls.
What a game. That's 70 points.
He's been simply great. Sensational throughout this one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
White finds MP. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to Murray Boyle. To the paint. Here's Walter. And it's White with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Drills it from outside.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from me.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Pass to Battle. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Battle's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Mobo. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Shoots from the elbow. And it comes off the front of the rim. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster game here for Charlotte.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game plan by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And continued dominance against this team in both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Williams.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Takes the 3. Walter can't get it to go. Puts up a deep 3. Another one goes in.
He's just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure that he can believe what's going on right now. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They poured it on a dominant showing.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
Oh, the game is going to let you know. It has its own rhythm to it, a sort of flow. If you stay within the flow, you get a feel when to pass, when to shoot. The right play early on in the game may not necessarily be the right play at the end of the game. The game tells you. You just got to listen.
Keep finding your flow, MP. Thanks so much.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us.